Wrestling fans. We had the Ultimate Warrior biography on A&E, which was a bunch of horse shit, trying to ice over how big of a jerk the Ultimate Warrior really is. Now, on the other hand, Dark Side of the Ring did the real story of the Ultimate Warrior, and it told the truth. How much trash he was, how big of a jerk he was. I remember living in Germany around 92, 93 when the Warrior and a few superstars were traveling Europe, and me and my baby brother go to a fan fest in Germany with the chances of meeting, the wrestlers because we were big fans and stuff. Me going in dressed in Jake the Snake gear, and my baby brother, who's only like 5, was in total Hulk Hogan because he was crazy about Hulk. Anyway, we get in this long line to try to meet the Warrior. And we waited forever and ever to get to the front of the line. I mean, we finally get there. We're all pumped up. But then the Ultimate Warrior just looked up and looked at us. And he's looking at my gear. I got the wrestling buddy of Jake the Snake. My brother's got Hulk Hogan from head to toe. And he's just looking. And he said, y'all haven't got any of my stuff? You ain't got no Warrior stuff? He said, y'all not Warrior fans? We said, yeah, but Jake and Hulk Hogan is our favorite wrestlers. They're the ones that made us wrestling fans. He said, man, fuck them guys. If you ain't gonna buy my gear and my merchandise, then you need to get up out of my line. Don't nobody care about Jake or Hulk Hogan. He said, if you ain't true Warrior fans, then you need to leave out of my line. Which I got my 5-year-old brother who's in tears, just crying. And I mean, this bad instance with the Warrior would make me turn my back on wrestling for a little while. Then fast forward to when Warrior would come back to WCW. I would go to a WCW show, and I took my brother. We finally decided to, get back into wrestling, the sport we love. And before the show, we got the chance to meet none other than the great Booker T, who said, literally, we kind of told him the gist of the story. He may not remember. And all he told us is just, that's just how some guys are. He said, you can't let it defeat you or take your love away from a sport you love so much. And I told him how I'm getting into wrestling, and I was thinking about who I was going to go train with. And he said, all you can do is keep pushing. Every day, work harder than you worked the day before. He said, never give up on your dreams. He said, always keep going. And ever since then, I've been hooked on wrestling, and that's just with one good conversation with Booker T, who really made me realize what wrestling is all about. But on the other hand, that bad moment with the Ultimate Warrior, I could never forgive that, because when you would yell at two little kids, I was probably only 9 at the time, give or take. And my brother was 5, so yeah, I was probably 9. That you would treat 2 little kids like that horribly just because they didn't get your merchandise, or you're not their favorite, and you're gonna be a dick because, well, that's what you did. You did dickish shit. I mean, your whole career, let's face it, Warrior, you sucked ass. I mean, I seen the Invisible Man in the ring, and he wrestled better than you did. Hell, the inflatable doll wrestled better than you did. The itty bitty kid in Japan that wrestled Kenny Omega did better than you did. Hell, for that fact, Sable wrestled better than you did. I mean, the only thing you had going for you is you was amped up and you was like a real cartoon. But besides that, you were the shits. Everybody says you couldn't wrestle for shit. I mean, the Ultimate Warrior was a jerk. Point blank. Probably one of the worst people I have ever met in wrestling. I have never been treated that bad like I was that day with the Warrior. But, but when you meet a great guy like Booker T, who make you bring it all back and make you fall all back in love with the sport because he's such a great guy. And I've spoken to Booker T from time to time, and the fact that he takes the time, I know he's a busy man. He's got his own wrestling company. He's got this, that. But he takes time to interact with his fans, no matter which way he can do it, however he does it. He takes the time. That's what it should be about. Yeah, you're a wrestler, okay. But remember who put you on that mountaintop. And that's what Warrior forgot. He hit that mountaintop and shit on everybody in the world. But he forgets who put him there. If it wasn't for the wrestling world and the wrestling fans, all of you superstars or mega stars, y'all wouldn't be shit. You still be wrestling in a bingo hall for 5 people playing poker in the crowd, not paying attention to you. I mean, I just wanted to give my experience with the Warrior. The A&E biography on Warrior was total horseshit. They try to gloss over everything, even though it's total horseshit. Now, the A&E the Dark Side of the Ring Ultimate Warrior was right on. Ultimate Warrior was a jerk. He held up WWE for more money. He sued the piss out of them and won. I mean, everything he could do to be hurtful and spiteful, he did. I mean, look what he did to Bobby Heenan. Broke his neck. He shit all over Jake the Snake. He shit all over Hulk Hogan. Hell, he shit all over Sting. He was a horrible fucking dude. He was one of them. He was just fucking nuts. Ultimate Warrior was a jerk and a fucking nutcase that couldn't fucking wrestle, who thought he was God's gift to the wrestling world, more like the devil's gift to the wrestling world. Ultimate Warrior was not a good dude, and I know he's gone and all that, but I feel, these small stories need to be put out there so you could really see what he was like when he wasn't by the wrestling ring. At just a fan fest, he was being like that to some fans, and he was mad because he's not our favorite. Okay, and I mean, Ultimate Warrior was a straight up jerk and a fucking nutcase, and his wrestling skills were the shits. He was just an animated cartoon, because you saw as soon as he got the title, he was like a bottle rocket. Wow. And it was over. Just saying, the Ultimate Warrior, no,